Today we're showing you a brand new feature in Photoshop called dynamic text. This will automatically design your text for you, and if you change the format and change the size, it's going to update in real time. This is available in Photoshop's beta, so be sure you go ahead and download it. We're going to jump right in because it's got a ton of new features. We've been waiting for this for a long time. Okay, so we're here in Photoshop's beta. Now you're going to want to start off with the type tool. So you can hit T or just go to the regular old type tool, just like you would normally start. Now we're going to go ahead and start right up here. So you can do this in two different ways. You can go ahead and click and drag like we've historically been able to do with Photoshop. And when you click and drag, this creates a text box. We've always been able to do this in Photoshop. Now, by default, it's just gonna put this kind of dummy text in there. I went ahead and created my own text. So we're gonna hit Control or Command V for paste, because I use ChatGPT actually to generate that. I thought it would kind of look cute with this image. So this is just totally normal text. Let's hit this little checkbox up there. And this is kind of like how Photoshop has always been, right? Like we've been able to generate a text box. You can just paste it in and it's going to stay inside of that text box. Now, if you want to edit this, you just hit T for the type tool, okay? And you have your little cursor here. You can see the little cursor. You can just click anywhere inside of your text box and then you can edit your text box. Now, we're still showing you, this is all traditional. I can still go in here and change my text box. And as you do change your text box, you can see it's going to start to cut some of the text out. Maybe I make this text box a little bit bigger and it's going to just include more words, but it's going to basically keep all of the text, all the text is going to look the exact same. It's going to follow the same settings that you put in your contextual taskbar, but you're going to either be able to include all your text or it's going to start cutting some of the text out. So let's show you this brand new feature. We can just click that little checkbox right up there. Okay, so our brand new feature is called dynamic text. And I love this tool because we can get to it. All you have to do is click here to convert to dynamic text or right up here to convert to dynamic text. So let's go ahead and use our contextual taskbar. We're going to click to convert to dynamic text. And as soon as I do that, check this out. So this is now changing the size of every single one of our words to fit in the area that we decide. Okay, so now let's take a look. Let's just go ahead and click here inside of our dynamic text box. We still have this dynamic text box, just like we've seen before, right? We still have all these corners. But now look what happens when I change the size. Let's say we make it like this, right? Like how amazing is this? It just changed this top word to be small and the bottom to be a little bit larger. So we can hit that checkbox right up there and now it's dynamically designed our text to work in that area. Notice it's also not cutting any text off like it did traditionally. Okay, let's go ahead and change it again. We're just gonna go ahead and click right here, okay? And now go to any of these bounding boxes and you can click and move them around. So let's say we want to just make a really big one. Okay, let's hit that checkbox. Now, we're going to move this. So you can use the move tool to go ahead and move your text. And that's after I've already committed it. Okay, so we've already kind of put it right there. Everything looks good. We're going to take this one step further because I always love to do that. Let's go to our background. Okay, we're going to go to select subject. All right, we're just going to go to default to cloud. That looks good. So we're going to select our subject. There we go. I'm going to click here on my layer. We're going to hold Alt or Option and click on that layer mask. That's just going to put this text behind my subject, which is really cool. So now we're going to continue to be able to edit this. So we put this directly behind our subject. Looks great. Now let's say we want to move it again. Well, all we have to do is go back to our type tool, T for the type tool. We can click here and then we can still go ahead and change how this looks. And as I move my text box around, look at this, it's still going to show up behind my subject because my layer mask is completely intact. Now, as I move this around, let's say we have like a shape like this that we like, but I want it down here. All we have to do is hold Control or Command and click and drag, and now it's going to be down here. So if you want something kind of interesting, you can kind of make this look like this. There we go. Hold Control or Command and kind of move it right down there. And you know what? let's say we like this. You know, I like the text down here. It's kind of like, all right, that looks cool. The A is kind of behind our subject. Everything looks good. Let's go ahead and hit that checkbox up there. But now this text is just the wrong color. We want it to be a little bit lighter so we can actually read it. Well, really easy to do. Still here in our contextual taskbar, we still have all the same controls we've always had. So I can click here on my color, and then I can just simply grab a color from my image. We grab that white color there. Looks good right down here in the bottom. Up here in the top, I can't really see what we're doing. So what do? Well, we just double click right over here, and it's going to bring up our layer style. And from here, we're going to go to add a drop shadow. You can see right there, drop shadow, okay? And then for a drop shadow, I really love to grab a color. We're just going to grab a color from our image. I think that always looks a lot more interesting. Rather than just making it black, you get a color from your actual image. So now we're able to see this stand out looking really, really good, but we still have all the same functionality. So right now, let's say we want to change this again. Again, just go back to the type tool, click anywhere inside of here, and then what? We're just going to kind of click and drag and change this layout like dynamically as we move. Again, don't forget, hold Control or Command if you want to move this around as it's being created. Again, I could make it tall right here. So this is just so much fun because it allows me to try out a lot of different designs, basically like really, really quickly, and I don't have to do the work to kind of make everything look good. Again, hold Control or Command, and then you can kind of move things around. I kind of like it. Let's say I liked it like up here at the top. So let's go ahead and bring it up there. Let's go ahead and bring it, you know, something like right up there, maybe a little bit, you know, I want it like that. That looks good. Control or Command, and we're going to move it down there. Now, in this case, we're going to hit Command Enter, which is going to apply it. In this case, I don't want it to be that white color anymore. So we're going to click here on our color. Let's go ahead and grab this color from the steeple there. There we go. And we're just going to go ahead and turn off this drop shadow. So that looks good. Now, again, because we've committed these changes, let's say that we accidentally put it over here and we want it centered. Again, hit Control or Command A to select all. Select your entire document, and then grab your Move tool, and we're just going to center align this right over here. Boom, check that out, and move this right up here. Now, this is really cool because we still have a lot more functionality that we can do. If we wanted to, for instance, change a couple of these words, maybe I want to change the type, I can still hit T for the type tool, okay? And we're going to say, let's see, stands out against it all. So let's go ahead. We're going to click here to go ahead and activate this again. And then we're going to click and drag, and that's going to make sure to highlight just this text. And then look at this. I can simply change this font. I can change this font, and it's going to automatically update as we move along. And I can change the size and shape. You can see it's all kind of moving at the same time. That looks good. Let's go ahead and I'm going to hit Command and Enter. There we go. That's going to apply it. And then I can still go back in here, and we're still on our dynamic text. So if I want to make this bigger, I can do that. There we go. And now you can see we have a couple of different fonts, which is really cool. I can click here and go ahead and select this. There we go. And then if I want to go into window and then down here to character, I can bring up my character menu, and I could make that bold, right? Like I could just bring this down. I could make this bold if I want to, right there. So against would be bold. I could make it italic if I wanted to. I could do all this stuff within here. And then let's go ahead and just close out our character window. Hit that little checkbox up there. It's applied, and I have all this control. But then again, I'm excited about this if you haven't been able to tell. Then again, I can still just click anywhere inside of this feature, and then you can still dynamically resize it, right? Hold Control or Command. If you want to click and drag to move it, I can still dynamically resize this, and it's still going to give me the same exact feature. So this is that different type, and we have this set as bold. There we go. Now, another cool feature, hold Control or Command and bring this here. Let's say we want just the dress, just the word dress to be on its own line. We're going to go ahead and click here. We're going to hit Enter, okay, after dress, and then we're going to go ahead and select this space and hit Enter after there. And then now, because we hit enter before and after the dress, now just the word dress is on its own line. How amazing is this? And we can still continue to resize this, but the word dress will always be on its own line. So we have all of this capability built into this brand new tool. I don't know about you, but I love it because I'm not like a great type designer personally, but I think that this just makes it so much easier. Hit that checkbox, Control or Command A to select all again, grab that move tool, and we're just gonna center align that, and we are good to go. I love this. Now, here's the cool thing is, of course, if we're in our type tool, so T for the type tool, of course, if you're in this, in this type, you can hold Control or Command and move it around. Okay, I'm gonna hit escape. You can also resize it, which we've done, but let's say you just wanna make the entire thing bigger or smaller. What you're gonna wanna do is, let's say you're in this editing, so you simply click there, so you're basically in the dynamic text editor. If you just wanna resize the entire thing, larger or smaller, but you don't wanna change the design, here's what you wanna do. Go ahead and apply your change right up here with that checkbox. There we go. And then just hit Control or Command T for transform, okay? And then it's just going to transform this entire thing. And here's a cool tip that I love. If you hold Alt or Option while clicking and dragging, it transforms from the center point right there, okay? So for instance, let's say we have this, again, I'm just gonna show you, like, if I wanna put this in the exact center of the document, okay? So let's say Control or Command A to select all, okay? Grab our move tool, let's put this in the center, and I could put it in the center again, okay? There we go. Now, I'm gonna hit Control or Command T, we're gonna transform this, okay? If you just click and drag one corner, it just drags from that corner. Hold Alt or Option, and it does both. So now I have the same design. I can click, and if I hold Shift, I can just drag this straight up, and there we go. Fantastic. That looks really good. And then if I want this behind my subject, I've been moving my subject all around, by the way. So let's go ahead and reselect our subject. So we're going to click on the background. We're going to go to Select Subject. There we go. And we're just going to make sure we load that as our layer mask on our subject. By the way, what I should have done earlier, I didn't even think about it, but we have our dynamic text, we have our subject, and then if you unlink them, by default, they're going to be linked. So the text and the layer mask, they're going to move at the same time with this little link. But if you unlink them, then you can click on your text and you can just move just the text, and it's going to always stay behind your subject. How cool is that? So that's just a really great feature. Keeping that, by default, that little chain link is always going to be there. But if you unlink them, then you can move the layer, and the layer mask is going to stay in the same exact place. How nice is that? Let's just hit undo, and there we go. Maybe I would just click here, hit Control or Command T, hold Alt or Option and make it a little bit smaller, and then bring that right up there. Man, I absolutely love this feature. It makes designing text so much more fun and easy. It's available right now in Photoshop's beta, so be sure to download and enjoy. Thanks so much. I hope you enjoyed these brand new features from Photoshop. If you like this video, give us a big thumbs up. And if you want to get more free tutorials, simply click here on subscribe. Thanks again, and I'll learn you later. Bye, everyone.